Good morning. When I was asked to tell a little bit about my personal story at this event, I was very humbled. You see, this is my first year to really be involved with the ADA, but I've had type 2 diabetes since 2006. I received my diagnosis 2 days before Christmas, and it was devastating. I've had battles with it ever since then, but for the most part, I lived more in fear of the disease and ashamed of the lifestyle that in my particular case led me to its door. That changed this year when I was doing some reading on the ADA website, and I clicked on the Tour de Cure banner out of curiosity. My podiatrist had recommended that I take up biking, but I'd never really taken the suggestion seriously until I went to that page and clicked on the Red Rider video. That promotional video planted a seed for me to change how I saw myself as a person living with diabetes. I went to my wife to discuss it with her because I knew that buying a bike wouldn't be cheap, but she didn't blink an eye. She could have. She could have scoffed because it could have been another health kick that I started and stopped, but she didn't. Her only message to me was that if I was going to do this, to do it. So I did. I trained for and rode 30 miles in this year's Cure, and it was an amazing experience. I also had so many incredible moments, but one that stands out was coming down the street by my house and seeing my wife and 3 kids with big poster board signs cheering me on, jumping up and down, and making me feel like a real hero. That was a pretty big moment, and one that I hope to repeat many times because that's the example I want my kids to see. Suffice it to say that I now love cycling, and I plan to complete the 60 miles for Tour next year, participate in at least one other Tour de Cure, and also compete in my first triathlon. These activities may sound crazy for a guy that still has a lot of weight to lose and a long way to go on my health journey, and they are. But I have 5 good reasons to conquer those challenges. The first 3 are my kids. And just last night I read an article in which CDC stated that within their lifetime, 1 in 3 people would face a type 2 diagnosis. We're going to change that. The next is my wife. We're about to celebrate our 10-year anniversary in a couple of months, and I want to grow old with her. And the last one's me. I want to be able to look in the mirror every day and know that I'm fighting this disease, not accepting it. I would challenge each of you to ask yourself, is there some insane health or fitness goal that you've been thinking about for a long time? My next question is simple. What are you waiting for? If I can take on these goals, so can you. You can find yourself doing things you had not thought possible and have a great time raising money for the ADA along the way. In the pursuit of insanity is an amazing reality, I promise you. I found support, encouragement, and an inner strength that I had not seen in a long time as I prepared for the Tour de Cure. I'd hidden in the fear of my diabetes for so long that at first I didn't think it was possible. That was when I used to let the disease dictate to me, and I refuse to do that anymore. That is why I chose this costume, because I want to be a fighter. I want to be a warrior for myself, my family, and for the efforts to beat diabetes. After all, that's a big audacious goal for all of us who are here today. To save all of us affected by the disease and to prevent future generations from its ravages. What the CDC doesn't know is that there are a lot of people like us who are going to change the future. Those 1 in 3 type 2 diagnoses don't have to be our future. A cure for type 1 and type 2 can be found. I want to thank everyone involved with the ADA for providing a venue where we can fight that future together and unite in a common bond to stop diabetes. Thank you.